Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today and finding some time out of your busy schedules to attend our webinar. The topic of today's webinar is Google Updates and Penalties, How to Diagnose and Recover. Our session will include a question and answer section after the presentations of our speakers, so please feel free to put your questions into the chat box and we will answer them after the speeches are over. Today's session is hosted and organized by SEMrush and Promodo companies, and before we start I would like to mention in a few words who those companies are and why we think we are entitled to speak on today's topic. So, Promodo company has been providing complex online marketing services for 9 years now, since 2004. Since that time, we have gained Google Analytics and Google AdWords partnership certificates, won a couple of top SEOs badges and nominations by Promotion World magazine. Also, we have become marketing partners of Shopify and Xcart e-commerce platforms, and we have worked with more than 350 clients worldwide, helping them solve various online marketing issues they faced. Our friends SEMrush have developed and now support and improve a great competitor research tool. SEMrush database is regularly updated. It contains over 95 million of the most expensive keywords used to drive traffic to websites through Google AdWords and Google's organic search. So it all gives us enough experience and expertise to share with you today. And so I would like to introduce our today's speakers. Those are Catherine Galavinova, SEO and Marketing Specialist at Promodо Company, and Alexandra Tuchalova, Marketing Manager at SEMrush Company. Okay, so I'm giving the floor to Catherine, our first speaker.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining once again. Today we are going to speak about the differences between manual and algorithmic Google penalties, penguin-related penalties, panda-related penalties, how do you diagnose what you've suffered from, how to get ready for reconsideration request submission, and how to submit it correctly. So let's try to figure out what are the principal differences between manual and algorithmic Google penalties. Each year Google makes hundreds of changes to search algorithms. While most of these changes are minor, Google occasionally rolls out a major algorithmic update such as Google Panda and Google Penguin that affects search results in significant ways. Google Penguin is a code name for Google algorithm update that was first announced on April 2012. It is targeted at natural links pointing to sites and results in decreasing search engine rankings of websites that violate Google's webmaster guidelines. In other words, those sites that manipulate backlink math. It is believed that the main reasons for this algorithm being applied are backlinks from low-quality sites, unverified backlink math, and high percentage of backlinks with keyword-rich anchors. And here we may talk about some misunderstanding between algorithmic Google penalties and manual actions. The main difference between suffering from algorithmic search engine penalties and when manual action is taken on your site is that in case of the last one, you receive notification from Google informing that a particular actions are applied to your site. This means you might get affected by Google algorithm once the new update is rolled out. No notifications or messages from Google may tell you what was exactly the penalty that caused drop of traffic or lost organic search positions. Manual actions can be applied to a site at any time when your site was considered to violate Google Webmaster Guidelines. When it comes to moderator's decision, when it comes to manual actions, the decision is taken depending particularly on Google moderator's decision. There are no strict guidelines as opposed to algorithmic penalties. For a very long period of time, Google has been relying on algorithms entirely. Right till 2008, Google team emphasized that there were no moderators who kept an eye on those who violated the guidelines and that they controlled the quality of search results only algorithmically. And it looked like Google has significantly increased the number of moderators who are involved into this process in the last couple of years. Otherwise, it looks impossible to handle all the scope of work done by Google manually. And one more peculiarity we may talk about is that manual action is mainly applied for natural links to your site, while there are numerous algorithmic penalties that can hit your site, numerous unnamed updates characterized by unusual activities and not confirmed by Google actually. So sometimes it is really difficult to understand what was the cause and the nature of that update and if it was the update actually. And the last but not the least, Google Panda and Penguin-related penalties are the results of algorithmic Google updates that are regularly rolled out, by the way, more and more often lately. And all they have in common with manual actions is that they are applied for violating Google Webmaster Guidelines, but manual actions applied to your site for a pattern of artificial or natural links pointing to your site is not Google Penguin algorithmic penalty, but a manual action. So let's talk more about Penguin-related penalties and manual actions applied for natural links. Getting back to misunderstanding I talked at the very beginning, we need to specify that Google Penguin update usually hit those sites with a natural backlink mass, which is easily determined by the overwhelming majority of keyword-rich anchors. Keyword-rich anchors are the main characteristic of natural and bound links. People do not use anchors actually, let's admit it. During a long period of time, ever since the first Penguin has been rolled out, SEO specialists were trying to determine what was the happy middle ground, what was the percentage of keywords-rich anchors that one is able to do without risking that his or her site will be hit by yet another update. No matter what were the safe figures determined by different specialists, lots of sites all over the web continue to be hit. And no wonder, because Google doesn't make a secret of their efforts to provide users with the best search results and protect them from having bad search experience, which is its primary purpose. And so the algorithms are updated to ensure the best search results. And so the percentage of keyword-rich anchors continue to decrease. And those inbound links characteristics that many may list as resulting in Penguin penalty applied actually relate to manual actions. While determining the pattern of unnatural links, moderators most likely check whether the links come from low-quality sites of unrelated niche, if those links have commercial anchors, or if the backlinks mass is on the right, or if the most of inbound links are placed in footer, etc. There are no facts proving that such algorithm applies penalty for footer links. For example, everything you might hear about that is nothing more than speculations, but moderator can easily consider such links as bad and so unnatural ones. So we have figured out that the Penguin can hit your site when you do majority of inbound links with the keyword-rich anchors, which is the characteristic of a natural backlink mass to Google. In this case, the penalty is applied to a whole site. In case with the manual action, the penalties may vary. For many years, what web spam team would do is more or less take action on an entire site if it looked like there was a pretty bad history of link spam. Nowadays, these actions may be either partial, when particular links are considered by web spam team as unnatural and so are not trusted, or manual spam action can be applied to the whole site. You are able to see the penalties you are exactly applied in the message Google sends you in Google Webmaster Tools. So why you might get this message? Well, that means Google Web Spam team got their hands on your site and took targeted actions on unnatural links pointing to it. So something that went on a long time, something that looked deliberate, something that was widespread or looked concerted, and the sorts of link spam you can imagine might be anything from bad links to blog comment spam, to spam in forums, to spam in guest books, excessive links exchanges. You know, there's a lot of ways that people try to get links. All of these may result in manual actions applied. And when web spam team sees that going on and it affected web spam team's opinion of the entire site, then you might get the following message. This message informs the website owner that some of the links pointing to the site are using techniques outside Google's Webmaster Guidelines, but instead of taking actions to the site as a whole, they take very targeted actions. As Google has gotten more granular and its approaches have become more sophisticated, and so as a result, if they think that your site perhaps overall is good, but there might be some bad links, not all bad links, but a portion of bad links, then they might be taking targeted actions on just those links. That can be bad links or links that you might not think of as typically bad. And what are those bad links? The same sorts of links you might get penalty applied to the entire site. So bad links, blog, forum, guestbook, spam, those are the sorts of links that Google doesn't want to count. So the site itself might be good, most of the site is good, but you might have focused on some directory and throw just a bunch of article marketing type articles and there or promote one particular URL using these articles, article bank type sites, or you are using very keyword-rich anchors. So there might be an instance when Google Web Spam team might not take actions on the entire site. So the site itself still might rank normally, but they might take action on some of those anchors. And so you might not be able to rank for the phrases that you expected to be able to rank for. Good news is Google just said that it doesn't want these specific links to count. These links are just not trusted by Google. Bad news is that if you do not take any actions to correct the situation, or even more, if you continue performing the same way, means doing bad links, spam comments on blog and forums, most likely this message about natural links to your site will turn into the message informing you about the penalty being applied to an entire site. In this case, you might get this message. So this means Google had enough. You were doing so many bad and unnatural links that Google Web Spam team decided to apply manual action on the whole site, as opposed to the previous example when manual action taken was very targeted. We will learn how to say sorry to Google a bit later, and first I would like to tell you more about Panda-related penalties and manual actions applied for low-quality content. Google Panda is a change to Google search results ranking algorithm that is aimed to lower the rank of low-quality sites, sites with a poor quality content, sites with a duplicate content, sites with large amount of advertising, and return high-quality sites near the top of the search results. Google Panda affects the ranking of an entire site or a specific section rather than just the individual pages on the site. So if you see that one or two pages of your site drop from the search results, it doesn't mean you've got Panda necessarily. Google recommends removing pages with low quality content or blocking them from being indexed by Google or rewriting them. Rewriting duplicate content so that it is original may not be enough to recover from Panda. The rewrites must be of sufficient high quality. High-quality content brings additional value to the web, so content that is general, not specific, and not substantially different from what is already out there should not be expected to rank well. At this point, we can say that Panda-related penalties can be applied not only in case when you put duplicate content on the pages of your site, but also if this content is of low quality and doesn't bring any value to users. And as we already know, Google strives to provide users with the best search results. Google sees how users behave on the web. If there is high bounce rate determined on your site, and so users do not find any value on your site, Google most likely lower your site rankings. And talking about manual actions taken for low quality or duplicate content, we should say this happens much rarer than those manual actions applied for natural links. The first thing we tell our customers that must implement it, get rid of duplicate content pages or of the duplicate content, and this must be done without compunction. Place unique high-quality content on the pages of your site. The information you provide on the site must be up-to-date and accurate. And yes, this is money and time-consuming, and no, there is no way you can rank well in case you do not follow these instructions. So we have figured out what is the difference between manual actions and algorithmic penalties. We talked about Penguin and Panda-related penalties, as well as manual actions taken for natural and bad links and low-quality content. And I would like to say a few words about how to diagnose from what you suffered, because the next speaker will tell you about this in more details. As you already know, webmasters receive Google notifications once their site violates Google Webmaster Guidelines, and manual actions is applied to the site. But nobody sends you email when the site is hit by algorithmic update. How will the master come to know whether a site is hit by a panda or penguin? First and the worst, you will probably not be completely sure whether or not your site was hit by particular algorithmic penalties. But in case with the two most popular Google animals, by saying animals, I certainly mean panda and penguin, we are able to diagnose them in the following way. If you are not ranking as highly as you were in the past, overall, it's a good idea to look at the quality of the content on the site, if it is scrapped or duplicated, as well as the quality of the backlinks, and particularly at the bound links anchors. So try to frankly answer the following three questions. Do you see that your site isn't appearing in Google search results, or it's performing more poorly than it once did? Did you go to moz.com and saw there was a Panda-related update recently? Moz.com actually does a great job by tracking all algorithmic changes and provides the most accurate and complete data, including the updates dates. And knowing the dates of these updates can help you explain changes in rankings and organic website traffic. And the last question is, did you discover there was a duplicate content on your site? So if at least two of these three answers are yes, and mainly the last two, congrats on Panda. And you are able to diagnose penguin almost the same way. You see that your site isn't appearing in Google search results or it's performing more poorly. You go to moz.com and see there was a penguin update. You check if there is excessive number of inbound links with a commercial keyword-rich anchors pointing to your site. So if the last two, if two of three answers are yes, I guess, then you probably have got penguin. Let's explore what should site owners do if they think they might be affected by panda or penguin, and how to get ready for reconsideration request submission and how to submit it correctly in case manual actions were taken. What to do about panda? If you were hit by panda-related penalties or manual actions were taken towards your site for low quality or duplicate content, what you need to do is certainly to remove duplicate content pages from your site, or to remove the duplicate content and write high-quality unique content. It's a common mistake to think that it's enough to just once create the content and item descriptions or any other content that needs to be created for the site, depending on what kind of site you have. This mistake is the reason for low traffic, absence of users' interest, and low site rankings in the result search. The search results. Site content must be updated on the regular basis and bring value to users. And what to do about penguin? The first thing you need to do is to download your links, the inbound links. Google now allows you to sort by most recent links, so certainly that's the place where you need to start. If you get the message about manual action being taken, or if you think you might have been suffering from penguin-related penalties, we also advise you to download all the inbound links, not only by means of Google Webmaster Tools, but also use for this purpose SEMrush or Hrefs or any other tools available that provide you with the possibility to track and download the links pointing to your site. If you face this problem for the first time, you might not have a clue what links to consider being bad. Because getting rid of all inbound links might be quite painful and needless. Google Web Spam team works harder to actually show you an example of the links that they are not trusting anymore, because a lot of people were frustrated because they are told Google is taking targeted action on the links to a particular website, but how one is supposed to know which links they are, so it is not quite clear where to start looking. So you might be showing 1, 2, maybe 3 examples of what sorts of links are not trusted, and that will help to guide you in the right direction to take those links down. Here is the list of factors that will help you to decide on the links you need to take down. Those are inbound links with the commercial keyword-rich anchors. The first and the certainly unmistakable sign of a natural backlinks you need to take down. Links from article catalogs, free article directories, article marketing services that offer to post the article with a backlink to your site. Links from link exchange sites, catalogs, or web pages created for this purpose. Links from sponsored reviews and posts, and any do follow links from posts which are marked as sponsored looks unnatural. Catalogs for site submission. Low quality catalogs for free mass submission, especially of unrelated subject. Backlinks from the sites of the following subject: porno, erotic, gambling, etc. And footer links, no matter what is the subject of the reference site. You can either analyze the backlinks manually or use different tools that help to speed up the process, especially when we talk about thousands of backlinks. You may want to check one of our previous webinars, which is available online. You can see the link. There we explored what tools to use to determine and delete bad links wisely and with most efficiency. Having discovered bad links, try to get those links taken down. Why you need to delete those links actually? As many might know, there is a disavow tool that allows us to tell Google which links we would like Google not to count when ranking our site. Well, what the web spam team wants to see is long sustained effort on getting those links down. But if you tried hard to get in touch with the webmasters but without any result, then the second option is the disavow links too. Disavowing backlinks is a two-step process. After you made a list of links to your site you would like Google not to take into account when ranking your site, created a file containing only the links you want to disavow, you need to upload this file to Google Disavow too. When you have managed to make a list of links you believe might violate Google's quality guidelines, uploaded the file and do reconsideration request, make sure to document that as well possible how you think the links got there, what the situation was, what have you done to clean it up. If you disavow some links, you need to document that as well. Just make sure the people have the context. If you write reconsideration request after a web spam team has taken manual action on your site because of low quality content, you certainly do not need to upload anything to disavow tool, though you better make sure the links to your site do not violate Google's quality guidelines. But still, write in details what has been done. Some advices before you send the reconsideration request. Document everything that has been done in order to take the bad links down. I mean everything. It doesn't mean you need to write poems or something of the kind, but be brief and explore the details. What you write in your reconsideration request must be true to fact. Do not send the reconsideration request before anything is done to fix the problem. And last but not the least, do not send repeated requests before you receive the answer to your previous one if this is not your first attempt. It may seem to you your request was not received or it was not paid attention. Of course, you want the action to be revoked ASAP, but believe it's not like that. Web spam team needs time to look through the information and make a decision, and hopefully you will receive the following message. It may take some time for Google to process the information you've uploaded. In particular, this information will be incorporated into Google Index as it recrawls the web and reprocesses the pages that it sees, which can take a number of weeks. Certainly you need to send the reconsideration request only in case you received notification that manual action has been taken towards your site. If you suffered from algorithmic penalties, you do still need to do your best to take the bad links down or to disavow those you were not able to remove. But there is no need to fill a reconsideration request for your site because any rankings issues you may be experiencing are not related to a manual action taken by the web spam team. So you need to wait till the new update is rolled out, and hopefully Google will change the way it sees your site. To sum up, we should say that it is possible that both algorithmic Google penalties and manual action can be applied simultaneously. And even after manual action is revoked, the site still can stay under algorithmic penalties. But you need to think of those algorithmic penalties less as of penalties and more as of the way algorithm sees the site at this moment in general, taking into account all possible site characteristics such as site content, inbound links, page layout, possible malware on your site, and everything else, because Google employs more than 200 different signals when ranking pages. This may be the reason why after the bad links are taken down and manual action is revoked, the site is in top 30, for example, instead of being previously in top 3, because this is how the search engine ranks the site for the moment. And I guess that's all I wanted to say you. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, send them into the chat. I will answer them at the end of our webinar. Thank you.
Hello, can everyone see my screen? Okay, just give me 1 sec. Okay, thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra, and I work at SEMrush for more than 2 years. Since that time, a lot has changed with Google. We faced more than, I think, 100 Google updates, and to be honest, I feel like we are on the verge of big changes. Google really tightened its rules and started to remove all keywords from Google Analytics, which has significantly affected all SEO practices. And before we discuss Google Penalties and find out how we can analyze our competitors' organic drop, let me tell you about myself a little bit. As you know, I work at SEMrush, and there I've learned a lot about SEO, PPC, link building, and other related topics. Around 1 year ago, I participated as a speaker at my first conference. It was in Russia. But all in all, I've spoken in about 50 conferences and events. Also, it's not my main responsibility at the SEMrush, and I'm really enjoyed speaking at conferences, webinars, and all other speaking engagement. And in April, is anyone from Italy right now here? I hope so. In April, I am going to Bologna at World Experience, and it will be next year, and so I can meet someone from, I don't know, today attendances face-to-face. And my presentation is based on different tools, and I hope you find them very useful. Of course, I can't skip my slide that shows my favorite tool as SEMrush. I hope everyone has heard about our tool. If not, it's time to learn. If you are interested in your competitors' activities, inorganic and ads results in Google, which exact keywords they are ranking for in Google and PPC, and their budget traffic, then turn to SEMrush for the answers. With more than 95 million keywords and 11 databases in different countries, you can easily improve your Google rankings and avoid many common mistakes. So I'll tell you about SEMrush more deeply further. And right now I'd like to go to my main topics and a little bit discuss the main issues. So what we are going to talk about today. During the 3 main topics of my presentation, we will cover a more extended overview of diagnosing penalties your website has suffered from. On our first presenter told you a little bit about this issue, and I'd like to go with more details about it. Also we will talk about how we can understand whether your competitors has suffered or not, and discuss how we can use it for our own advantage. And the last topic is not provided keywords and how you can get them. So here are the main questions everyone had when Google launched a new update. Was my site affected? If you see something like that, so dramatical breakdown in your traffic, like you see on the slide, then the answer is yes. Next, you need to understand what caused such a dramatic drop in your traffic. I'm sorry, earlier I didn't push my presentation to the full screen. I'm really sorry for, I don't know, such accident. Next, so what has caused such changes? If you see a breakdown in your traffic and you need to detailize what what's really happened with it. So you need a detailed analysis of your website changes in rankings and indexations. The other aspect is walk through your backlinks and make some analysis there too. And the last one step will be check whether your content has duplicates or not. And changes in website rankings, where we can see it. First of all, Google Webmaster Tool. And I suggest to start your analyzing such changes in Google Webmaster Tool. I'm sure that it's not a surprising news for everyone that we can use Google Webmaster Tool. Google Webmaster has a nice report with ranking for the last few months. In the search query section, you can find very interesting data. You need to concentrate on the average position column. It will give you the most useful data about your lost traffic. You can also compare different time frames and observe the differences in numbers. If you see suspicious changes, as you can see on the slide, for example, here we have some changes for the brand keyword SEOquake. It's our another tool, and the average position of this search query is not just one, it's just changes, and right now it can be changes. So it's not a good thing for us. It gives us the sign of something not correct in our, not working perfectly in our website. It will give us the most useful data about lost in our traffic. You can also here compare different time frames and observe the differences in numbers. If you see any suspicious changes, like I try to show you here, then it's time to dig deeper. For example, changes in website rankings can be observed from the Google Analytics report Organic Search Traffic. And there you can see how the traffic changed during the last few months. Here we have two metrics that indicate we've suffered from Google Penalties: a sharp drop in traffic and problems with rankings for your branded keywords. So if you see something like I've tried to show on the slide, so it's a sharp drop with your traffic. But sometimes there can be, also please mention that sometimes it can be a big drop in traffic for other reasons, not only related to Google Penalties. So I'd like to highlight it here. For example, it could be a seasonal trend, so you need to be really careful. Here, if your business is seasonal, then keep it in your mind. Or that you added too many changes to website. Be aware of changing too many changes at once. Google might classify it as suspicious activity, so be careful here too. What about this slide? When I showed how you should use Google Webmaster Tools and then Google Analytics, it might have seemed unnecessary for those who have already connected these tools together. But for all others, I'd like to show you quickly how you can connect Google tools together and analyze all data from one Google Analytics only. If you see the same message when you select queries in search optimization sections of your Google Analytics account, then complete the following steps. Let's briefly walk through these steps. So what you need to do, you need to open an admin tab. There, please find a property settings and select it. After this, in property settings, find a section with Webmaster Tool settings and click Edit. And then enable the Webmaster Tools data in Google Analytics. So after these simple steps, you can easily access the data about search queries in Google Analytics only. And from now on, you have a good set of reports in one tool, Google Analytics, to easily investigate any changes with your traffic or your rankings. Since we finished a little bit with changes in your organic traffic, let's walk through backlinks. If you move to backlinks, what we should keep in our mind, it's a set of tools I highly recommend to use. Here I added different tools that can help you work with your backlinks. I'd like to give you a few comments about each tool on my slide. If you use Bookmaster, then you should know you can see only 1,000 backlinks in it. So if you have more than 1,000 backlinks, what should you do? It's time for non-Google related tools. You can use any of mentioned above tools on the slide. We are still working on the SEMrush backlinks tools, and our database is growing, and we'd like to make our backlinks reports more useful, but right now it's not the best reporting tool for backlinks. From my point of view, Ahrefs is the most powerful tool here. And I'd like to show you a good example of importance of backlinks. So let's look at the slide and see that I have an example of barclayswales.com website. Everyone should know about this huge financial company. As you see on the slide, it shows the traffic of this website for the last 6 months. And as you can see, it had a drastic drop in October. Remember, the new Penguin update occurred on 1st October. It looks like the site was damaged by it. Let's try to find real evidence of our assumptions. I checked Barclays backlinks report and found the following. There were, as you see, the overall number of backlinks around 37,000, and most of them do follow. I went briefly through the domains where backlinks were found and browsed the first 300. It looks like there are sites. No, it's not. It looks like it's sites about some, I don't know, golf, sport, women, and few others that can hardly be classified as financial and or banking industry websites. So what about I'm sorry. Oops. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, here next slide. What are our conclusions about these backlinks? The site was penalized by Google for backlinks. In reality, all aforementioned backlinks are natural. I checked the website and all of them were sponsored by Barclays Wales Group. So what I can say here, be careful with do follow backlinks, sometimes can be a part of the problem. And what I'd like to make is just a teaser of how soon backlinks will be we are going to make on SEMrush. So it will have an extended reporting options. And the last one will be the step in our comprehensive research about identifying duplicates content. Here you should definitely use our upcoming feature for site audit tool. Everyone who are interested in this feature can write me directly an email and I'll add this feature to your account on SEMrush and you can use it free of charge. It will show you not only your duplicate content but a lot of other critical errors on your website. And finally, we have concluded our investigation about Google penalties. I hope everyone had the opportunity to learn something new. And the last topic I'd like to talk about is the competitors' research and not provided keywords. Let's think about Google penalties from another perspective. For example, you didn't suffer from one, but your competitor did. What could be a better time than this to rank for your competitor's lost keywords? To make this more compelling, I'd like to use the website worlddutyfree.com as an example and show you everything in real time in my browser. So, I'm sorry. We are going to this website in SEMrush. I already opened it in SEMrush, so you can see the drop in traffic. And let's imagine that this one website is our competitor. What useful data we can gain from SEMrush? Actually, the most interesting thing here is organic keywords. Let's open it. So, as you see, for the last update in our database, it has more than 2,000 keywords. But we'd like to see about September and October data, because in this place, this website had a drop. So we need to open the September data and then export it, and then also we need to open the October data after September. But I've already made everything in my Excel, so I'd like to show you this number of keywords they lost. It's right around 700 keywords. And also I made a quick graph which can show you lost keywords by positions. As you see, there are different keywords, and if I was a competitor, if I were a competitor of this website, I will definitely use this data for my benefits to gain more traffic and so on and so forth. So it's a little bit about how we can use SEMrush to gain, I don't know, the data about our competitors, changes, and so on. The same thing we can do also with AdWords. Right now we see that this website doesn't use AdWords at all. But we can open, for example, its competitor and see, yes, this one domain uses AdWords on a regular basis, we can see, and here we can grab all AdWords keywords from this website and use it. As you see, we have a nice trend with different position rankings. Here we have the AdWords keywords and also the texts. So we also have landings, and also we have the SERP results. Not only for AdWords, so we can look at the AdWords more, I don't know, closely and see how it looks like. The same thing we can do with the organic results and organic keywords. So as you see, we can do a lot. And also we can see as history, for example, for this exact domain. And we see how this domain promotes itself in the Google for the last 12 months. And just, I think it's pretty big one report, but I'll open it a little bit later. Oh, it's open. So you can see here for the last 12 months how everything was going for this domain and up to date. We can see the text and so on and so far. And what about not provided keywords? It will be the last topic about what I'd like to tell you. So here, as you see, we see the keywords for any domain or website, if you'd like to say it like that. And there is no problem to see the rankings for your personal website also. So we can use SEMrush for two different options. We can analyze our own website for the not provided keywords, and also we can see how competitors in this section, if this domain has an AdWords in this section too, promote themselves in different sources. And in the end, I'd like, I don't know, to give some Christmas gift or bonus besides the South Audit tool, which I can activate for you free of charge. I'd like to give you an opportunity to try our tool with really great discounts. As you see, I suggest to use 3 months, 6 months, or it can be optional Guru 6 months. For the historical data, I'd like to highlight that it's better to use Guru, because in Pro accounts you can't use the historical data. It's only for Guru users. And also, if you take this promotion, we will add in your account free of charge South Audit tool, and not only this tool. In the next year, on the first days of Jan, we will launch a new databases, 5 new databases. As you see, it's a really great list of new databases which will be with the organic and AdWords keywords, with the competitors analysis and so on and so far. And it will be all for you free of charge as our Christmas gift. So if you are interested in any kind of promotion, feel free to contact me directly, or just, I don't know, activate this link, and I'll send this link in the chat. So I'd like to thank you everyone, and I'm sorry for some troubles with showing my presentations for the full screen. I think it was some kind of technical error.
Thank you so much, ladies. And before we move to our questions and answer section, Promodо company would like to offer a special bonus to our loyal audience too. If you feel that you are stuck with your online marketing efforts and you feel that you could use some help and advice, please apply for our free audit of your website, which will include, sorry, one moment. This audit will include search engine optimization, pay-per-click, and usability audits, as well as general insight on best online marketing strategies and tactics for your business online. It will be held in the format of a personalized 20 to 30 minutes webinar, and you can see the link on your screen, and I will also send the link to chat in a couple of seconds. So please feel free to request your free expert session. Thank you so much for your attention, and now we are ready to move to the questions. So the first question goes to Kate.
Yeah, you hear me?
And the question goes like this: is it necessary to submit a reconsideration request after submitting links to Disavow tool?
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. Anybody hears me? Oh.
Yes, it's okay.
Oh.
You can go on. Yeah, it's okay.
Yes, you need to submit the reconsideration request after the links are disavowed. As I have mentioned, before you send the reconsideration request, you need, make sure you actually have done something, because just sending the reconsideration request and hope that it will work will hardly work, and so you need to make your best efforts to take the bad links down or to disavow them if you are not able to take them down, and only after that you need to send the reconsideration request.
Okay, thank you. The next question, I guess again to Kate. It was about three-way link exchange. So what about three-way exchange links? Is it good or bad now?
We still need links actually, but we need to make sure the links are good. What does it mean? I would suggest first the guest blogging. So when you provide the high quality content, as well as the high quality content you provide on the site, but this certainly must be not the same content. So you need to look for the high quality resources necessarily of the related niche. The high quality sites, the sites with a good Google PR and Alexa rank, and so to offer posting your material with a backlink to your site. The backlink must look natural. I would suggest the brand anchor, and so this is the first variant. Also, this may be any affiliate program, or you may also offer to post the infographics or probably the coupons with a discount. And certainly, I would suggest running your own blog. This may be the blog either on the subdomain or on a separate domain, and so also providing, so the content is the king. It's still like this, and providing the high quality content on your blog and linking this blog to your site will also help you to increase the number of the inbound, high-quality inbound links. And again, I would suggest using more brand anchors in order to avoid any risks with penalties for natural links being applied to your site. So I guess that's it.
Okay, thank you, Kate. And one more question we've got goes to Alexandra. The question is as follows. In Google Webmaster Tools, the search query keyword is decreasing day by day for my website. What is the exact reason?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I think so. Actually, it's hard to give an exact answer for this question. If it is branded keywords, then yes, you are suffered from Google penalties. If it is other keywords which are decreasing day by day, it can be I don't know, some other things which can, I don't know, suffer at your website, or just it can be poor SEO optimization, or you, I don't know, have more stronger competitors which really boosting their campaigns and started to promote hardly in each sources. So I think that you need definitely to try to see what are doing your competitors and see maybe they really started to be really proactive, really active in SEO, and don't know if you have PPC and PPC too. So I think it should be something like that.
If you allow me, can I?
Yes, sure.
I would just like to add some more words about the question I see. What do I understand by saying good links? By saying good links, first of all, I would probably repeat something from my presentation. Those are good links are not footer links. Good links are the links that look natural, most probably with the brand anchors. Those are the links from the sites, from high-quality trusted sites of related niche. And you need to, what is important also is you need to vary your backlink mass. So site-wide links having, for example, 2,000 of backlinks from 2 or 3 sites, it's not really good. It's it's bad. It's bad backlinks, and so I think they will help you.
Okay. One more question for Alexander. The question goes like this: is it okay to copy 20 to 30% of content from different good posts?
Generally, I think no, but if you have a good article, which will, so you are copying this text and surrounded it by your really good article. If it will be only copying the text without any surrounding your text on your website, so it will be unique content, so it's not a good idea. And also, if you will be, I don't know, if you are going to use it for your blog, for example, and you'd like to copy some content, I don't know, to discuss some hot topics and compile together some hot articles, it will be a good idea, but you should be really careful with this kind of interactions. So generally I suggest to use it if you have a good quality of social media, so all these posts will be really promoted in social media and everyone will read it. So not only making for Google, but for people. So it should be oriented on real persons. So I think something like that.
Okay, and I think we'll have the last question, which goes to Kate. It goes like this: how do you define the maximum number of links which can be posted on the site? Can you name some main factors which affect this quantity?
Okay, I should say there is no something like strict rules, but what you need to remember that the number of outbound links must not be greater than the number of inbound links. So if, for example, you have few inbound links, it's not a good idea to post lots of outbound links, because you certainly understand that you lose the link juice by doing this. So if, for example, you still need to post those outbound links, you should just do them no follow. So by doing this, if it's okay for you, so the search engine would not index go there using those outbound links. So if you still need to post them, you may post them, but just do them no follow. And so the rule I would say is just don't post lots of outbound links if you have just few inbound links. So something like this.
I think we can still we still have time for 2 short questions. Well, I guess, ladies, you can answer, well, whoever likes the question. So the first one goes like this: when you say footer link, well, I guess it's to Kate. Yeah, when you say footer link, you mean site-wide links or links in the footer?
I mean the links in the footer, not necessarily site-wide. Any links that are placed in a footer, you know, they look pretty unnatural, and let's admit they most likely are natural. So I mean any links that are put in the footer. So
And
put a natural link in a post, for example, most likely it will be in the text, you know. So when placing a link in a footer, you just make it quite suspicious to Google.
okay, and the last one: if I was hit by the algorithmic update, I did the backlink audit, should I file a reconsideration request?
It was from...
Yeah, the question comes from Sergey Kudry. So he was hit by an algorithmic update, and he did his backlink audit. Does he have to file his reconsideration request?
No, if it was algorithmic updated, as I said, you don't need to fill the reconsideration request because there were no actual manual actions being applied. So you send the reconsideration request only in case you found message in a Google Webmaster Tool saying you that some manual actions were applied. If there are no such message and so no manual actions were applied, you need not send the reconciliation request. So you just need to wait till the new update is rolled out, and hopefully the search engine will rank your site better.
Yeah, so basically even if you had to disavow some links, but it was not a manual penalty, you don't have to file a reconsideration request, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies, and thank you everyone for your attention and for joining us today. If we missed some questions, please feel free to contact our speakers directly. You can see their emails and Skypes right now on the screen. And thank you so much for your attention. Stay tuned for our upcoming events at our social accounts and our blogs. And have a great rest of the day. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.